Hello everyone, and this is a wood stove. It's in fact not a computer, not even related to a computer. It is a round oak, I believe R-180, judging by that, which I think means it's a double door, which it certainly is, but I think that's what the line is called. You can't really tell anymore, except for one piece that I think I'm going to take a look at, but this thing used to be really shiny. As far as I can tell, that this was like a I have a lot of money style of wood stove. There's one little piece there which may not even be metal for all I know, that's still a little bit shiny up there. But patented May 7th, 1912. I did try to find the patents on the Google patent search thing, but I didn't get anywhere useful. But yeah, this thing is a far cry from its former glory. They made both coal stoves and wood stoves. I don't know how to tell the difference, but this one definitely. Oh yeah, these things are still a little bit painted, but I don't know how to tell the difference. But this one burns wood just fine, though I'm kind of winding down the fire at this point. And of course you have the top door. These are usually okay to touch just with your hand, but well, I don't know about this one, but this one gets a little bit uncomfortable at least. And then of course you've got one of the doors. I don't know the exact name of this, all the stuff. I'm very new to wood stoves, but one of the draft control things. And then strangely there's one here. It doesn't seem to have very much of an effect on the fire, but then again this door is busted as it is. But this is just kind of an ashtray sort of thing. This is how I could tell that it has been burning wood for a long time, because there was like partially burnt wood coals. You could still see the rings in the wood. But yeah, this thing's real beat up. This hinge is missing its fancy thing at the top, and of course that's broken. Let's see, I think that signifies closed. And then this one's just a nail, but physically the rest of it isn't too bad. I did clean it up a bit. There was a lot of rust and like loose rust and just dirt on the top of it. And there's a fancy ornament thing. I assume that this is to dissipate heat better, I think, because generally all wood stoves have something like this. And again, apologies if this is actually a coal stove, but it burns wood now. But yes, you got a heating plate, like a burner, I guess you'd call it. I boiled water for some tea on that earlier. And I believe, well, I don't know about the exact diameter of this, but if it was a circle, it would be 8-inch diameter pipe, because that's what it is here, I do believe. And then I have a 6-inch adapter. These two are original pieces as far as I know, but then from that on I replaced, because if you can see it down there, there's a bunch of pile of stuff, but the original 8-inch going outside is not in very good shape, and I still need to actually seal this a little better, because when it's smoky in here, it's pretty smoky there. I never was able to find a photo of this exact model of wood stove. At least I do believe that it's R-180. And this might make it seem like you have P.D. Beckwith personal wood stove, but no, that's just what the name of the company changed to after he died. It became just the Estate of P.D. Beckwith in Dowagiac, Michigan. I don't know. That's probably really wrong. But there's a website from, I think, a museum. And of course there's a physical museum that go along with that website. But yes, it's that's how I found out most of what I know about it. But this wood stove has been here as long as I've known. This building, in fact, was originally constructed for either in the late 20s or the 30s, probably 30s, for someone to keep their Cadillac in here. In fact, I think that up there is a tire from it. So they may have had some sort of money to get themselves a fancy wood stove, though this may have been a hand-me-down from inside their house at this point, because this is definitely not 20s or 30s. Early to, at the very most, mid-teens in the 1900s. And then, of course, there's one of those circle draft vents back here. I did see another model of this wood stove, this particular wood stove series, that had this on the front, which I thought looked interesting because it looks like one of those radioactive logos. Now that, I just noticed that corner says something on it. So, do all the corners say something? Yes, in fact they do. It just says round oak, I guess that figures. But yes, if anyone knows anything more about these wood stoves, I would certainly be inclined to hear from you in a comment, because frankly, my quest for knowledge about anything, particularly old things, is undying. But yes, safety-wise, this is probably not too great, but I'll work on it later. There is already a ring around there. It's not the right size, but I did start and did what I decided was the safe minimum in terms of heat shielding. I cut up a really, really rusty wood stove pipe I found in a junk pile. And I'm planning to go all the way around. The outside already has something like that, what you can see there. But yes, I need to seal this, and I think down here needs to be sealed better. And frankly, I don't know what's going on with this vent thing. It doesn't move, and it doesn't seem like it would ever be able to properly cover these holes. But yes, I suppose take you for a short look outside, and then we'll wrap up this video. But one more look inside, we'll see how the fire is going. You can see that log I put in there is burning now. Let's see. This is going to be very warm for the camera, but I don't know if you can see anything in there. But yes, I did have the fire really going earlier. Probably higher, a lot hotter than you're supposed to take it, especially with the sad state of this pipe. But I wanted this thing to warm up quickly so I could make my tea. I'm pleasantly surprised how visible the smoke is on the camera. It's actually more visible than it is to my eyes. On my phone it was completely invisible, but as you can see, once again, the stove situation in terms of pipe is not ideal. It should be insulated pipe, but frankly, I don't think it matters too much. I don't ever plan to leave it unattended while it's going, and that wouldn't really make sense for what this building is used for anyway. But really, for draft purposes, you probably should have the stovepipe going up to at least a bit beyond the roof there, but in its current state, it certainly seems to work. A little bit smoky on the inside when things first get going. So that has been the Estate of P.D. Beckwith round oak double door, I do believe, R-180. Certainly is a reasonably good wood stove. Once again, I don't know for sure if it's intended to be, but it certainly works. It's definitely more intended for heating rather than cooking, because of course you had wood-fired ovens back then too, which I assume World War II and the need for scrap metal combined with electrification took away a lot of those. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, or if you can tell me anything at all about these wood stoves that I didn't tell you, or if I said something that was completely wrong, or even a little bit wrong, please let me know, because I really want to learn more about this. But thanks for watching, and have a good day, or night, or whatever.